Hey folks, hello, good evening, happy Friday, it's finally the weekend and I am stressed out. So much so that I'm going to play City Skylines because it is my happy game. And we started this city last time. We were playing City Skylines 2 on this map. I started on this map, but I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't vibing with it. It was not sparking joy. So we are going to start this city again, and we are going to make ourselves happy. So I hope people come in and say hello, but we're just going to chill out, and we're going to make this city, and we're going to make ourselves happy. So I would like the highway to be elevated in this city. I did that in my little one single tile city and that made me happy. So we're going to try that again. We're going to do exactly the same as we started on the other one, where we're going to aim towards this road here with this. But we will should we put a little kink in it? So let's imagine we have to go around some geology. We're going to head this way like that to the shortest part of this river here. And then we're going to wonder why that decided to snap down. Clearly the terrain rises up to meet it. So we will accept that. We won't get too upset. Does this slope upwards? Hi Clovis, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Good afternoon from Florida. Well, good evening from the UK. Thank you for coming and saying hello. How's things in Florida? Excellent. That sounds like an excellent thing to have done. Sunny day. It's surprisingly sunny here in the UK too. All having lovely weather. Spring has sprung. It's all lovely. I've drawn it this big, but I'm actually going to try bringing it back a couple of grid squares. To there. always makes me a bit happier when the sun is out. Hopefully it'll stay nice this weekend. I can go for a lovely walk or something. Get some fresh air. Blow off the week. What I'm doing here, if you can't guess, is building a roundabout because I'm British and I love roundabouts. Of course, roundabouts. I bloody love a roundabout. That is a bit squiggly after all that effort. Oh, that's better. So a road going that way, a road going that way. Get rid of those. So we have a roundabout underneath our highway. And then we will we'll drop in somewhere where a slip road's going to go. I haven't unlocked it yet, that is a bit of an issue. But it's okay. We will probably add something a bit shonky for the minute. Obviously we are on left-hand driving here. Not move it, to demolish. I've been playing City Skylines 1 at the weekend, and with the bulldoze button is there. You'll be right back. The bulldoze button is there on the UI, so I've been clicking that to get to the bulldozer, which isn't quite right. Doing it again. There we go. That is all we really need for the moment, because we are going to upgrade that to be highway once we unlock highways. So that is our main junction for our city at the moment. I want to put canals in my city, so we are going to lower the terrain level of this to be something that is a bit more sensible for getting canals coming through. So I might just go whole hog and lower the entire terrain of this entire island, which is very drastic. But if we find where this terrain line is like that, and we just lower a whole bunch of it, ignoring these hilly bits, what she says, and then completely obliterating the hilly bits. So let's just follow that and then to go up here like this. Follow this tree line here like that, and then up here. So we're not really respecting the terrain at all, but we are going to do our thing that we want to do and make it look nice. Because this is what I want to do at my Friday night. Follow that bit of block of tree there. Go up there like that.
A rapturous riot of flavour, succulent filling, creamy sauce. All wrapped up in the flakiest of flaky pastries in one or both hands.
Hey kitty, thank you for claiming your daily sausage roll. You're of course still at the top. How are you? How are you diddling? I'm very glad to hear that. I'm good, thank you. I had a bit of a stressful day at work. So we're just gonna, obviously we always chill, but we're just gonna properly chill this evening. Just like, let all that annoyingness go away. Not think about it. Just build a city. Wasn't vibing with the one I started last time we were playing City Skylines 2, so I'm just gonna start this one again and try and make something that makes me a little bit happier. We are going to put in a road here like that. And then we're going to put a road like this, and a little kink, and like that. We will put in a road here. We'll grab our correct tool. And we will just put in some ground there. And then we will attack this with anarchy on because apparently he doesn't want to let us do it. And lift that up. It's a new city, kitty. I wasn't vibing with the one we started last time, so I'm just going to start it again and get what I would feel like getting. It's the same map, but we are just going to try and make something I'm a bit happier with. You don't need to pay for a new sorry, I will just give you it then. Other names are also available. What road is a bit dangerous? Well, don't lose your grip in the river. Oh, learn how to drive. But then this here can perhaps be the main road in that we can link up to our roundabout. Exactly. They've made Monaco too easy now. They need to spice it up a bit by removing the railings. What do we think about Yuki? Kitty, do we think Yuki is going to do better or worse than Lawson did? I want him to do better too. I like Yuki. He seems very sweet. Why is there a wibbly wobbly dippy whippy thing here? Just spread that out perhaps. Nope. He swears all the time. I think he's learned a lot of his English from hanging around with the mechanics and stuff. So they've taught him lots of naughty words. So what you might be able to guess is I'm building this so we might just have to build a little bit. But I'm building a kind of waterfronty type city. You like him a lot. I think it's 2 words. Maybe it's both. English is weird, innit? And then we're going to just grid up this little bit here. And we're going to do kind of small grids, I think. Like this. Put in a road there like that. English is hard and I don't like it either, hun. I think we should stop using it and use something else. Jump. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to get rid of that. I don't want to put a T in here because people will go left and right and blah 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 blah. So we're going to put the grid this up here. Actually, we might grid it this way instead. Then I might leave that one larger. Doesn't look entirely straight, does it? It's well wonky. No, I just said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm kind of going to. But I'm going to try it slightly cleverer. So that thing gets severed there. And what we end up with is 2 little flag shapes that are then joined. And I'm going to leave that empty for the moment. Let's have a quick look at the wind. It's all blown in that direction as it was last time. So industry probably needs to be on this side over here, as it was last time. But we will give them their own roundabout exit. Actually, for the moment, we are going to pop in just a little grid like that of industry. We may make this a one-way system through here. Like that. That can be a little tiny industrial estate. I think we're ready to start plopping some stuff in. So let us get some water started. The water flow is kind of a bit odd on this map, but we are going to put that in there under the bridge. We're going to dump this out on the opposite side of the island. We'll be into this little cove. Just going to run that alongside the highway for the moment. And then power, we have this power line here. So we're not going to worry about getting anything ourselves at the moment. We're just going to pull this straight in. And again, this can just get connected up here. This can be a little services road that we have. There we go. So we have water and power. Now all we need is to plop in some stuff. And we are going to go with... I'm going to just go with the default buildings. And we're going to plop that in. Really want the City Skylines 1 zoning tool. Why City Skylines 2 does not have that by default, I do not understand. Actually going to change that to Japanese, because I prefer the Japanese ones. And then pop in some industry so they can get going. We've got a bunch of traffic lights, but we can't do anything about that just yet. We have one person. Where are you? Where are you, one person? Where are you? Where are you, one person? Where are you, one person? basically implying to me. I haven't got one person. Got 28. Yay. I'm going to add in some pedestrian roads here. This is kind of a little bit like Liverpool, where I went to uni, and the fact that you get loads of shops and a pedestrian area near the docks. And really, these want to get upgraded to be the mixed-use housing when we unlock it, but we don't have it at the moment. Try and make sure that these all fill in. Annie! Welcome in, Annie Crevice. Hello. Hello. Thank you very much for the raid, lovey. Hello, Limalo. Hello, Annie. How did it go? How was Rivals, and how did Rivals end up going? Was Lee carrying, or was Lee just there? You killed all the things. My city is fine. We reported all of the names. Well done. Get all those people reported. Get them out of there. The city is just starting. We are just starting a brand new city. It's going to be British Venice. It's going to have canals all over the place. It's going to be lovely. Let's dismiss this ad. We don't want that just yet. Oh, I can't dismiss it. It's quick. Let's talk fast. But thank you, Annie. Thank you for coming in. Everybody, if you're not already following Annie and you came in via the raid, please follow her. I'm going to get an advert in about a minute. So please come back. But yes, a British Venice, Amsterdam, exactly. It's going to, if City Skylines 2 had bicycles, we would add them, but they can't, so we don't. Or we don't, so we can't. But yeah, let us go back to that screen so we can actually see the game, shall we? Because I'm looking at it. You might as well look at it. But yes, this is what we are doing. I was all stressed at work, and now we're just going to chillax with my happy game, just making cities. So we've got this all laid out where these are all going to become canals when I eventually reach the first little milestone. We're going to have quay walls and everything. It's going to be lovely. And put in some little pedestrian areas here, so this is going to be a nice little shopping area for people to walk around. It's basically going to be Amsterdam. That is what we're going to do. It's going to be quaint. We're going to have trees everywhere. It's going to be freaking gorgeous. But again, I've already said 3 times and many more times. Thank you for the raid, Annie. It's very much appreciated. Love you. It makes me feel very special. In the good way. We got a roundabout already. So we're getting going with a roundabout already. So we are starting off the way we mean to. I was just plopping in. Yeah, you go to your stream, love. You go do what you need to do. It goes for anybody else who came in with the raid. If you have to go do something, please go do stuff. Do not feel like you have to stay here and listen to this strange British person witter about her city. Or if you want to stay here and listen to Trustful by Pink, then please stay here and listen to Trustful by Pink, because we love Pink here. Because we are all mums. Deep down. Within every young person is a mum. I don't know. Right, let's put in some houses that will eventually become nicer houses. But the game doesn't give me that at the minute, so we're just going to put houses in. It needs to get urbanized at some point in the future. What's going on with the ads? There we go, 25 minutes. I don't know what's going on with the ads. Little industrial area that's demanding more industry. Tiny village. Here we go. We've unlocked a pub, which we don't really care about, but we have unlocked low limit, tiles, budgets, taxation, statistics, farming and coal mining and roads and blah 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 blah. 4-lane roads, bridges, healthcare and deathcare, landfills. But what we want to do is we want to come over here and unlock advanced road services. And we are going to pause the game a second while we do this, because we don't want to be wasting money and time whilst we are doing our key walling. So we are just going to key wall up all this bugger. Maybe not that bit then. But all this is going to get key walled up. I think it may, the canal possibly should continue out that way. We may do that. That bit there needs to be elevated because it's going to be a little bridge. This key wall comes all the way up here. You do need this mod. This is the Anarchy mod, Lee. So these options here come with the Anarchy mod. This button down here, which allows you to do whatever you want. But these are just things that should be in the base game, and I don't know why they're not in the base game. And we're just going to upgrade this. I think you just have to have a Paradox account, I think, is what it is potentially. It's a long time since I installed mods, so I honestly don't know. But I bought this through Steam, so it's got nothing to do with Paradox. So I just, yeah, it's all in that menu-y bit. It's not on here. But yeah. You are a smart cookie, Lee. You will work it out. And then you'll go, Cat, I've got mods. Stop going on about mods. What should I go, you might say? You might say cat. You often say cat. But yeah, so we've got a nice little key wall here. It's going to look so quaint when we get all the houses and stuff along this. It's going to look lovely. get to watch the water rushing in a minute. It's probably another good reason to have paused it. Shrink down this tool. So we get these corny bits. I was considering whether that should be a canal as well, but I'm happy with this bit at the moment. And we're just coming along Sunnyside Street, which probably should be called Harbourside Street or something. You love this idea, do you, Nick? You're going to steal it. You're going to steal the idea. Let us increase the size of that. But here we go. That is a road I haven't done yet. Get to this done under the bridge, and then get our road services tool again, get elevated, pops it up into a bridge. So that is all of that. I'm going to extend this way a minute. Little stubby bits. And then do these again as like this, and then we're going to turn this back into a bridge like that. It's just using the flatten terrain tool, it's not that difficult. So there we go, that is the basics done, and then we're just going to unpause the game. And we're going to watch this water rush into our lovely new canal system. I think somebody who can change the CPU on their computer is capable of using terrain tools in City Skylines Lee. And you're also capable of so many other things. Come on. Here we go. Ignore these trees in the water. Boop, 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 boop. Because we could potentially turn that into a little river or something, which could be cute. Okay, I'm going to get happy with me if I speed it up a little bit just to get this water rushing in here. Come on, water. We have medium density, which is good. I'm going to delete that road there. We'll sort that out. Like this. There we go. Sploosh. The water has met. We just have to wait for it to rise a bit. Who thinks it's going to flood? Who thinks this water's going to flood my city? Lee reckons I'm good. So I believe Lee. They have updated the water a little bit, so it looks really pretty. Because in the last update they did update the water a little bit. And just that little bit on this side here where the sun's catching it, which I can't point to it because it's on the screen, but that bit on the left hand side there, that looks gorgeous. It's just missed in a little bit of tilt shift, isn't it, Lee? Just a little bit of tilt shift. Hoping it's going to increase in height a bit, but maybe it's gone up a little bit here. Maybe it's not quite as low as I would like it to be. But I think that looks good. They're moaning about not having enough workers, so we are going to use some of our new medium densities. I'm going to do Lee's favourite thing of adding row housing in, facing a particular direction. And they'll get some lovely waterfront houses. And we may do that on this opposite side as well. So we come here. I'm going to add a road in. So we're going to get another pedestrian road. And let's say that this road here comes straight across and is pedestrianised. It's in water. Why are you putting the road in water? Shut up, game. Like that, and we're going to put in a road here like that. This here has key wall on the wrong side of it, so get removed that, and then we can let's put an alleyway in behind these houses. Like that. Yes. No, not yet. We're going to delete that, and then we're going to put in these houses along here. Each with their own little crane for some reason. Maybe what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch it going the opposite way, because I feel like this is the more the main canal, so maybe people would actually be facing this direction, like this. And that means we can get our alleyway coming off of there onto that and onto there like that. I'm going to come over here and we're going to chuck in some low density housing for the minute, which doesn't matter because I'm not going to keep it. This is going to be quite a high dense little bit once we unlock that stuff. But yeah, look at these houses. I've got lovely balconies on the front in order to overlook the harbour. Gorgeous. It's giving me Sweden, it's giving me Finland, it's giving me, yes, Lee balconies. Yeah, I'm glad you are on my wavelength, my dear. I'm gonna get this occasion celebrated with a lovely street name called Harbour View. Perfect. And then once we unlock medium density, we're going to put in medium density buildings on this road, because then obviously people can peer over the top of these people and look into the harbour and stuff. Anyway, nice. Can we get in a little bridgey wedge? So we get a little pedestrian bridge in. No, I knew you were going to do that. It's because it's added keyboard. Quick, pause the game. Silly thing. There we go. Phew. Phew. But there we go. We've got a nice little bridge. Can I upgrade this without you breaking it? Thank you. Yeah, it's a nice little pedestrian bridge coming into this little harbour. Lovely. I'm well chuffed with this. Now, can we pop in some trees on this side? And then we come into here and we go, what trees would they have? I'm not thinking old. I think birch trees possibly feels the most correct to me. Annie hath returned. We won't talk about how one end is fenced off. How is one end fenced off? What's fenced off? Oh no. Oh no, stupid game. The city's going well, Annie, except this is a very exclusive bridge. Bloody game. That's City Skylines 2 for you. They're both walled off, Lee. It's fine. Nobody can get on the bridge. It's a special bridge for special people. But Annie, we've got a lovely kind of European harbour view street here with these lovely little houses with their balconies on. Would love to live on these houses. Look at all these people flocking in. Exactly. You need a permit to go on that bridge. Or you just need to be able to jump over a fence. Don't care about those. We have unlocked a load of UK signature buildings. The only one I'm particularly interested in is a petrol station. But considering you get petrol stations in the game anyway, it feels a bit pointless. But let us put in a medical centre. And I would like this modern one. And this probably needs to be near this main road up here. So we're going to stick that. Let's put that onto this road here. Like that. And then we get this lovely building, very modern. Clearly nobody requires any medical assistance just yet. And then we got garbage, which we'll put over here, potentially. Or stick it over here, perhaps, in our industrial bit. So let's put a little road, turn the key off, put a little road here like that. And then I'm going to stick a road off of there. See how far that gets us. A little bit further away. Feels like the exact same place. There you go. And then that's where it is. That's that. And we're going to stick that here. So it's a lovely view for you to drive past. Everybody loves, and no one complain about being in my city. What are you telling me about now? Oh, graveyards. Cemeteries are so huge. You could make a thing of it on the... Yeah, I'm going to put it on the harbour front because I can. Because I jolly well can. So the water level has risen to the level I wanted it to. All those buildings have gone in. So what can we do now? We are so close to unlocking the next lot of stuff. Yep, all those medium density buildings. So I'm going to plop in a load more low density that I really don't care about. I don't care about families. Screw families. Families can live in terraced houses, it's fine. Not you, Lee, trying to come over here and badmouth my city planning. It's very rude. You would never ever catch me doing anything like that. You know what I probably should do on this roundabout is, even though it's going to get turned into a highway at some point, we've got a dual direction highway or roundabout, which is a very special thing. It's very lucky there's no crowd control any, because that would be upsetting if you came in here and dropped sinkholes and meteorites into this lovely Amsterdam style city. Not the clip lead. Thank you though. It's like my third clip ever. Wow. Ayo. Ooh, you know what I can get rid of? I can get rid of some traffic lights. Including all these traffic lights on these roads. Shy girl hates pedestrians. She's taking all of the crossings off. Well, yeah, what are they doing in this area anyway? Other than walking to work. Let's put some more of these hateful family houses in. This is literally my dumping ground for families. I'm not helping myself. Exactly. It's called urban planning. Boo. Do that one. Nope, nope. This one, these ones, this and this. No, you did it onto the wrong bloody road. Oh dear. You idiots. Why are you so stupid? Do you want to see my Happy Meal toy, Annie? Do you think they'll do a New Cities? Why would they do a New Cities? This is the New Cities. See my Happy Meal toy? There you go. Let's go over here a sec. I can see it. You can see it. You go. This is my little skeleton. I got the Happy Meal toy, so I have the kids' toy. But it's a little skeleton. And he goes. Arr. We have just hit small village. You want the pink sheep? What have we got? The fleur de lis. It's going to go lovely in our city. Tea salon with beautiful terrace welcoming you every day for breakfast, lunch and afternoon treats. You can sip on a variety of teas and other refreshing beverages while basking in the lovely atmosphere. And then we have all the medium density housing and schools. Chinese high school, Mediterranean high school, urbane high school. Icons look really squiffy. So let us just pause a second and we will come in here and we are gonna, I think these ones might look nice there, and then we're gonna get some of these medium density ones in and see what they look like around here. And I'm going to get a path in here a second and break that so zoning. Like that. And we're going to get more medium density into here. This song is such a vibe. Now, I don't think half the time that these Japanese bonds fill in properly when you put medium density demand in, but there we go. We should probably sort out these actual low density houses, because otherwise Lee's going to continue pointing out that I hate families. We should probably give them somewhere nice to live, despite being really boring, taking up way too much space. Lee says they should go suck a frickin' lemon. Oh, I'm a complete idiot. I was sat here going, oh, I'm never going to get highways. When do I unlock highways? And I'm going, I'm not playing City Skylines 1. I'm playing City Skylines 2. Therefore, I can unlock highways. There we go. So we can build a lovely highway roundabout now. But people will not be allowed to walk on. I'm very confused by playing City Skylines 1. No one is allowed to write on that. Thank you very much. And then I've broken the power. Okay, so it's all, yeah, coming through the roundabout. You do need to play cities again, Annie. Connect up either side of this roundabout like that. And then power, what are we going to do that feels semi-realistic? Do we just continue that there, or is this... Or do I just stick a road in? And go, you know what, there's a road here. There you go, I'll do it. Not for there, but this is all going to get roaded up anyway. And just come out here like that. Let's imagine that there's a road coming there. Sorted. So we were gonna figure out these bloody families. what we'll do is we will get a put in paths like this for the moment. Because City Skylines 1 has better feature of being able to turn zoning off, even if it's a little finagly. And then we're going to do it so they have 3 deep. Like so. And then if we plop in these annoying family houses, because I'm fine with low density here. Obviously the ones under the highway don't make any sense, so we're going to move those. We need to expand the industrial area at some point because we've got the demand for it. I'm still not making a profit yet. And there's schools needed. So, don't want to add another stuff onto that. So what we might do is add a roundabout up here. Got this little lump here. So we might follow this down to hill. Like that. But it'll also come off in this direction. And let's just say that it's going to come straight down into there and upset those people. But then that can give us a couple of little industrial bits on this hill. Nope, nope. Avec das. It's very crazy. I think that's going to look crazy, so we're going to remove this one. So very sorry. And that there bending around is horrible. So we're going to get rid of those 2 things there. Going to pull that back 2 more as well. That way we can come in with our flattening tool, extend that out a little bit, and then soften it. And then do the same again on the bottom again, just to sort that out a little bit. There we go again. And then more bloody stupid families want to move into my city. There. Go through there. Get rid of that one. Connect up to that. There we go. Got a fun little tiny roads. What is that house supposed to be? It was grotesquely large. I'm going to force you all to have little houses because I hate you. What was that? I already know about that. What was that other thing where you just jumped out at me? Pop Musician Mansion. No. Why did it jump out at me? Don't rightly know. This I'm going to put in a little road here because we're going to have something on the back, and then we're just going to pop in some more houses who are just going to be so upset about living next to the alleyway. We're going to put trees in to hide it so it's fine. I think I was coming here to do this. Sneak that one in there. Let's see how I feel about giant buildings there. I think this can potentially be... Nope, we don't have any demand for that, so no point doing that. These houses have come in, so we've got one Japanese thing that's come in, but I think that is gauge. It's possibly facing the wrong way with those balconies, but these ones making it feel a little bit Scandinavian, which is how The Norwegians check the navy, according to Ellie. What's going on here? I am unhappy because of things have happened. Okay. Get rid of these paths now. Right. So, what we need is schools. So we need an elementary school. And because we're going to go urban with our build anyway, we might as well pop in an urban elementary. How do we feel about it being in the middle? All that just blows up. And then we click on that and then that and pop that in. I am going to upgrade this here to be a 4-lane 2-way highway like this, which will break our stuff, which doesn't matter anymore because we've got the other road. And that's connected there, so we don't need to do any of that. But that fixes this zoning on this road. We can put in a bit more commercial, which goes very close to that. Okay, completely close to it. Too close, in fact. We could probably upgrade this to be highway as well. We will lose this bridge, which is unfortunate, but we want this to be a highway. There we go. Just thinking about getting that upgraded for the future. Got traffic lights over there. It's a roundabout. Bloody families wanting to move in. So we're really good for elementary. Should we get our secondary school in? Our high school, which which obviously the most obvious to put it is this. Oh, it's adultingly. I mean, you didn't just sleep in bed with the no sheets on it. Just like, screw it, can't be asked. I'm glad that you went to the effort to actually do it though. It is. It would be very cursed. I can hear someone, I don't know where they are. It's very confusing. Large village. What am I doing? Ooh, Riverside Grill. Premium meats. Subtly seasoned and cooked to perfection for an unforgettable taste experience awaits you at this restaurant where people can enjoy meals in an elegant setting. Lovely. I think we should probably stick that somewhere. Here we go, we've got the Riverside Grill, which is quite large. And really, this is a river. So we should probably put it down here. I'm going to unsnap it so that we can squeeze it in here. Have a look at it and then see if we want to move it around. I think that looks nice. Probably doesn't really need moving. The textures could probably do with a little bit of zhuzhin. Just pull these out to the edge. There we go. You can have your tea at the Riverside Grill and look at the lovely highway. Which is always the way in it. It is so freaking Riverside. We're gonna celebrate this moment as well. We're gonna call this Riverside Street. It's so freaking near the Riverside. Totes Riverside, you know. We got fire and police as well to worry about now. Exactly, it's named for the street. This street is called Shy Hates Families. I'm so funny. I'm going to unlock my favourite thing and my second favourite thing. Thank you. And we're going to stick in a giant roundabout. let's have this one. It's very watery feeling. Goes in keeping with our city, I feel. And we're going to pop another one of those in down here. And we're going to upgrade this to be a highway. Just that bit there. And remove that crossing. It's a very strange lump. There's my page down button. There's my page down button. There we go. So what have we got here? We have the little cul-de-sac doofers and all the parking bits. So we're going to stick in some parking, and I kind of left this area free in order to have a car park in it. Hopefully we can get one that fits. Which this one does. If I can just get it to line up properly. There you go. Has decided to fill the entire thing, which isn't the end of the world. We will grab our surface tools and actually grab the actual texture. I hate it when you drive across the edge. That's not where it is. So I've done this and it's gone, oh, I've got to do this because it's what you're supposed to do. Okay, what a stupid idea. What a stupid thing to have done. It is an exciting path. They're still walking up it. Look at the dogs, are loving it. Very sorry that I've deleted half the path. Oh, bugger. She's deleted half the path. Back down again. This person's walking with their protection dogs. Just like... how very strange of them. But yeah, these people driving across here in order to get to that. How infuriating of them. Like, why are you doing this? Can I convince you not to do that? We do this in little bits. It's slightly less atrocious. And then we can come into our move it tool and we can grab these points and pull them down. There's about 1 billion points in here for some reason. There we go. That wasn't too hard, was it? Oi! Oi! I saw you. Oi! Come back. The entrance is supposed to be here. Or maybe it's always. Maybe there are entrances on every single. Maybe you're right, Lee. Maybe they just go wherever the heck they want. How annoying. Have we got a different car park I could pop in? No, massive. See, saying there, if I had the mod in to tell me where the actual hidden little routes were, it would probably tell me. But that should block it. I may just have to ignore it. And move on with my life. Move on with my life. But it looks nice anyway. Look at you driving across the verge. Who do you think you are in your muscle car? Bloody Hooper family. Huh? Yeah, you Dina Hooper. Hi. Be your blue hair. Just 'cause you think you're cool. Your blue trendy hair. Jeez. All the while my money is just going down and 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 down. Never to return. I'm just wondering if I can sneak a road under here. Sneak the road. Let's follow this terrain, shall we? That'll be fun. And then we could come into there like that. And then when we plop in some industry on the hill, it'll push that terrain down a little bit. And we can sort that out. It feels like I've got way too many roads in here. Shy hates families. Yeah, it's true. Let's just demolish everybody out here so we can get you all coming in. Hello. Thank you. That makes a bit more sense. Why did you all move? Is it because it's now switched onto this other side? Just to frustrate me. There we go. Extend this road out so that we can pop in another row of big houses. See, this side looks really nice over here. I literally have no idea what to do with all these little family houses. Plop a little shop there. I think we've got the other little signature cafe thing. Which I'm going to pop in on this corner. Remove snapping. So we can stick it there. Oh, that was cute. I think that's on the wrong side though. So we're gonna flip it around. Like that. And again we can adjust the... Can we adjust the... No, we can't adjust it. How strange, we can't adjust that stuff. So what we'll do is we'll come in here and we will look for the tables and chair sets. A little patio heater. One's a bit in the wrong place. Yeah, I don't want to do it. Do what we're trying to maybe do. Just ignore that. You got a nice fence wall. So we just grab these bits again. What did I do? Lee is bopping away. And we can put these bits on to cover up the joins. A little fence around the edge. We just don't look at it too closely. You can stop there, patrons. patrons falling into the street. Patreons. Not sure that's quite the right word. Let us try it again with some of these Japanese buildings. And put in a little thingy bob like that. That extra little house, which is going to build on the wrong side. Thank you. I need to get on and build stuff before I run completely out of money. Pop in this block here. Tempted to put in that. I was hoping you were going to build it bigger. Thank you. That's what I wanted. I wanted a big building. And we're going to put in some shoppage on here. Again, that needs to be high density stuff, really. Nobody's going to be bopping to this one. The main road, that might as well go all the way down there. This is our new road there, that can join up to that. And connect these up like that. That person then gets upset. I'm just going to get rid of these paths. That looks cool. These are a little short from what I would like. Maybe we could get them to try again. Sorry folks, but your developers did not build the correct size buildings. Ooh, pop musician mansion. Big building, and I don't think he wants to live anywhere near here. But unfortunately, his house is here. There we go. Get them to fill in that space a little bit better. And now we need to go back over here and look at this terrain that happened. So we're just going to grab these. This. And we're just going to smoothie this out again. Let's plop in some big industry on here. But only on one side of the road. Good access to the highway. I wonder if we just continue that straight through. And this kind of becomes its own little islandy bit. That could be cool. It does kind of mean though, coming in and just like flattening this hill a bit. Should we just go crazy? Do it, says Lee. Lee has said to do it. I was already doing it. Full frickin' send. That is Lee's mantra. What Lee does in every aspect of Lee's life. And we love Lee for the fault of sending things. We should all live by these things. It is an excellent thing. How to remove trees, that's how we do it. We do this. Go away trees. There we go, we have sent that. And then we go in here and we grab this. And we just draw a straight line to the end. Grab this other road. And draw this one as a straight line to the end. So that is our canal. And what we probably need to do is prepare this, because maybe we will just key all the way around this. That could be a thing. Or maybe we just key up this, just maybe even just at there, perhaps. And this is all just then just natural coastline. There are some city skylines people who like to like concrete everything. I'm certainly not that kind of city skylines player. Very it's not necessarily Netherlands anymore. It is a very British thing to do, of a bit of landscape work. Get the industrial engineers, navigational engineers in historically. Get the foreigners in to do all the hard labour. Not that. Yeah, so there we go. That is that. That is that. And then all these bits. Key moles in here. And then along the front. And then we will grab the terrain tool again. Keep it slightly larger. And get the right level, and we will just pull this across. I'm tempted, before I go much further, I'm gonna Grand Village Express on the go. Drive-in cafe offering a wide range of coffees and diverse beverages from macchiato to bubble tea to satisfy all your cravings on the go. So we now have natural disasters. Do natural disasters not open from the beginning? Or it's just, no, it's just the stuff to deal with it, isn't it? Transportation and parks. All the parks. All the blooming parks. Every single park in the world. All the parks. Right, so what I was going to do is I am going to I'm going to reduce this here to be a alleyway. I'm going to do a little kind of just a little narrower bit, kind of a little lock. Just out of keeping it interesting. So we can probably increase that back to being bigger. But shrink that back down again. And then come back to our tools. That needs changing to be a bridge, and that needs changing to be a... Actually, they're not there, are they? That can be... Yeah. I'm going to leave those in. They're not supposed to be there, they were just in me putting the break in, but that is fine. I will work with them anyway, because they can become our little bridges across Amazon and Prospect Street. There we go. So, this is now an island. Thank you, Lee. I like spending time doing this. And it's not really classed as detailing, I don't think. But just spending time building interesting layouts and stuff. And then hating the families. Yeah, I love that. As you already know, I went to uni in Liverpool, and obviously that's got all the old Albert docks and stuff, and it's loads of this kind of thing. It's all the reclaimed docklands and stuff, but then with the fancy houses on stuff. And got the what's it called now? It's the Echo Arena on the old dock, and I just love that architecture and that kind of layout and stuff. And being a bit of an architecture nerd. Yay. You spend time making cities look realistic with those little designs. Yay, thank you, Lee. We should probably put like a park in this area, just to kind of do that little bit of Liverpooliness. Really, I kind of want to find like a big sports park or something crazy. Ooh, we have these new ones. Can't we get towards them? Can we get towards those? Those are large sports parks. We need these two. Because we've got these first fields and soccer fields and community pools, but then basketball centre and an apex climbing thing, sports hub pavilion. Like the sports mart complex could be fun. We don't have enough money to build it anyway. Got these things, Chinese buildings. I know the budget's been going down. I haven't touched it at all. And really, we've got all this demand that I'm just completely ignoring because I'm building locks. I want these ones. Give me these. But shall we put in some offices? I wish you'd built little ones. Put in some offices so we can get some office. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to stop that person from building that big building. Please don't build big giant building. And now you won't let me do that. If I can put in a path here for a minute. Don't jump that way. And then at least we can put in a building like that and a building like that. There we go. That is, we're going to put in, you're not going to want to do that, so let's put in that as a building. That might end up being like the tallest building here. And then you still didn't build the right buildings. You can try again. Come on. No. No. Is it because they're corner buildings? Is that what it's going to be? Ah, well. Just full send 50-story apartments. I don't really want to build massive things. I'm trying to keep, it is kind of very Scandinavian. And I haven't even unlocked high density yet. Maybe this end over here, because we have a whole island now, but maybe this end over here can start being some kind of... I don't know what Melbourne looks like, Lee. I've never been to Melbourne, I don't know what it looks like. They don't have photos of Melbourne on the internet, so how am I supposed to know? Yeah, we got massive high density demand despite only having one thing we can possibly put. Exactly. It's all AI generated images of made-uppy places. The film lot that you all live on. Packs onto the neighbour's cul-de-sac. Why are you not drawing a road? Yeah, go to sleep, Lee. Go snuggle up in your lovely new fresh clean blankets, sheets and stuff that you have so lovingly cared for yourself. But thank you for being here, Lee. Good night, my love. Chimera Kitty, is Australia just a state of mind? Australia is just a state of mind, Chimera. That's exactly what it is. It is not a real place. It is 1000% fictional. Anybody who says they're from Australia is an actor. They are lying to you. They are going to steal all your money. I did not say that. It's okay. Nobody heard. What time is it? 7:10 for me. Can we do something nice with these low rent houses? Because what would happen if we put in an old 3 block there? How big a building is that going to give us? Eat up that demand. Ooh, look at this lovely British style obviously multi-story, but this lovely block of flats. Lovely. Bit of modernist architecture made by the lowest bidder. Plop in some more sucky family housing. Oh, we're not happy. There's a high crime risk. Yes, because they're not built a fire police station. There you go. I've got no money now. Jeez. Oh, we don't have any entertainment. Sucks to be you. I have no money. The money has all gone. So we have way too much water availability. So we can reduce that down. We can make everybody stupider. And reduce that down too. Don't know why that actually does anything other than maintaining it. It's almost as if spending your time building a version of Amsterdam is not the best way to run a city. You should just build lots of ugly grids. Oh dear, your house is on fire and there is no fire brigade. Don't know what you're talking about. Let's get rid of some of these lights because I don't want to do any of them. Would do a district to waste a little bit of time. Ooh, we could put like a tram road across here. That would be funny. Not another house on fire. Boop. going to be one of these ones that pops up and disappears constantly. And this is why we followed the terrain, because even though it creates some horrible jankiness, we can smooth it out and it will look nice. We've got a whole area here actually we could turn into a industrial bit, and this bit over here could become like a harbour. Not that there's any outside connections, but we could sneak one in. I think that might be the plan. So rather than turning all this into industrial, if we have our industrial in this quadrant, and then these can all get moved out into there. I think I turned disasters off on this, just so we could have a bit of peace and quiet, because the forest fires in particular are really annoying when they are occurring on the opposite side of town. So, based on the idea that we want to turn this into industrial, then keep these like this, because this may get lowered. In fact, I could do that now because it doesn't cost any money. I'm going to try and get this looking nice and not like we've just come in and flattened everything, which obviously we have. We have this whole little section here of ground to do. We need to sort out the stuff, and I'm tempted to first off raise taxes a little bit. To the point that they're not going to get upset with me. And people are demanding to live in houses, funnily enough. So we're going to pop in some houses there, which obviously I did this, I think I was putting a sports thing there, but we may redevelop that. How do I feel about that? These are a bit small. More different housing, do we think? I'm going to save a second, because we have not saved Eastgate yet. Aeroplane flying overhead. Still not unlocked these tiny down bits. Because obviously we're not speeding ahead with our build. We can pop in that bit. We pop in some there. Because we're probably going to have a road coming there. Because we might as well get people in here paying tax. There we go. So these traffic lights are not helping us, but I feel like they are required. What we should probably do, not that I can afford it, is put in turning lanes. But we definitely don't need traffic lights on every single thing. That feels a little bit excessive. And we can put trees in. Interesting that grass costs money and trees don't. See that? This is what I was thinking, the fact that trees are available and yet other things are not. Oh dear, this factory is on fire. Boop. Oh, it's on fire. I'm completely just ignoring the natural resources, because if we want to get natural resources, we will get them outside of the city. For instance, if we want to get some farming done, we will buy a tile like over here or something and get that connected up, rather than building the farms in the city. I don't think there's something quite right with the demand for the Japanese shops. Still on fire. Just burn out, please, and don't set anything else on fire. Oh dear, you drove into the water. That was very silly of you. Paths are not free. Sad. Corundum condos. Boop. Got a nice view of the car park. Let's get back in with our high density. I do like to add gaps between them because they are very large and I don't like them feeling like they've been crammed together. They really need to go. They're just horrible. Horrible. These waterfront houses. Which are interesting. But here we go. We are in a profit. Let's go, everybody. We are in a profit. Money's going up. We are in a profit. Do 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 do. We have got an ad coming. Do 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 do. Jeff Bezos wants your money. Do 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 do. Got another traffic light here, which doesn't really require it at the minute. Kind of don't mind that one. That's definitely not required, and really this doesn't need to be double going into one. But I can't do anything about that. No, you should let me just upgrade it because it's smaller. And all these people moving in. Do that, and then that, and then that. Just sneak a little bit more density in. That's interesting. They have appeared on this side of the road, majoritively, which is probably better. If you consider this is like a waterfront highway. 16,000 an hour. We are rolling in the freaking Benjamins. I'm going to put something in there. Something there. What is the lowest amount of loan I can take? Just so that I can actually build something. If we take that much, then I can actually build some roads in this industrial area. That doesn't look quite right. Let's get rid of all this. Just that, please. Thank you kindly. Hopefully we can put that stuff back on again now. I don't mind it blowing stuff up. Because we're just going to add in these roads and the industry will grow back because we have the demand for it. I could upgrade this to be smaller. Spam, 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 spam. Spam, spam. Wonderful spam. That's got traffic lights on it. That doesn't need traffic lights on it. That one can keep them. There you go. There you go. We have got that for days. And obviously everybody is setting on fire, but unfortunately guys, I ain't gonna help you out anytime soon. I feel like this road should actually curve into here. Curve down into there like that. Oh dear, your houses are all setting on fire. I can't even afford to buy a fire station, so you're on your own. Apologies. I know what you would love. You would love to live opposite the dump. I didn't want you to join up. Tempted to use highways on these little bits, but I'm not sure if I should. So what we'll do is we will put in some paths. The money is coming in. We can repay that little tiny loan we took and still be in a profit. And then hopefully after a small amount of time we can afford a fire station. We won't just have to ignore people who are on fire. Demand has disappeared. Now walk in the park. Shall we put in some parks? parks in here. Lots of little parks just to capture some of this demand for parks. Yeah, I don't want to put it there. Should probably have longer ones going through it. And then we have this entire side of the city to worry about. Have an abundance of entertainment now, so people are happy. And the crime risk is apparently low, or high, I mean. This is probably not a very good efficiency because it's been reduced. So we will come back in here and we will increase that back up to 100. Still be making money. I'm gonna save this again. Not how we save. This is how we save. Everybody sets on fire. Very surprised that this hasn't filled in. Literally no demand for that kind of a building. Guess I'm just going to continue building this out. And replacing people's houses that burn down. Why that's so angry with me. We have another petrol station. Let's connect that up to there, shall we? Like that. I am, in fact, going to turn this here. Oh, we haven't got enough of that, so let's go back in here. Excellent. I'm going to turn this into a highway from here, which in the UK you would have like a national speed limity road. You can use the same roundabouts everywhere. That's national speed limity road that you wouldn't. You'd be driving at the almost as fast as you would on a highway, but where there obviously wouldn't be any houses or anything on it. Hello, thank you for the follow piece. I went away for 2 hours and now you are here. Well, welcome in, welcome back, welcome to City Skylines. Where we are building a city. We got a lovely Amsterdam area. I'm just trying to build more low density residential until we can get enough to build a fire station, because buildings keep burning down and I have no fire service. So, well, welcome in, thank you for the follow. What am I doing? That should probably be a highway, simply so that we don't end up with zoning on it. We can put another roundabout in there. And then we can just plop a load of stuff in. Plop, 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 plop. And I hadn't actually noticed we were at the edge of the map tile, but I have probably done that perfectly. Straight. Sorry. Yeah, it's very SimCity. It's City Skylines 2 is it's a divisive game in the fact that it's not as good as City Skylines 1 at the minute, in my opinion. But there are lots of good things about it. There's a lot missing, but it's still good fun. And I do prefer this over the first one, simply because I like to have the newest thing. But yeah, I like it. I like SimCity. SimCity was my game growing up when I was younger. Oh, we need to build a fire station. Come on, look at all these burnt down buildings. Demand has disappeared. There's traffic apparently. Where's the traffic? Other than just that set of traffic lights. There's no traffic. You're lying to me. Tiny town. We are very tiny. Lobster tail. All these buildings are fitting perfectly with our aesthetic. A refined maritime ambience where the lobster reigns supreme, offering a coastal culinary experience in every bite, all while enjoying their meal with friends or loved ones. So we have finally unlocked the mixed housing, which is what I've wanted for ages. And then we've got post offices and radio masts. So I'm going to come here where we have all these little shoppy bits. And we are going to pop in some of these, even though there's zero demand for it. I can't demolish it because distance is too short. Alright. So we cleared that area. Now we just have to wait for that demand to come back. But we have enough for a fire station, so we're going to build a fire station. And going along this road, I'm going to put it nearer to the industrial area. Maybe we could put it up here. Let's put this on a road, and then I will read your message. Bob. What have you written? Randomly ended up playing with SimCity 2000. I like The Sims, tried it and played it several times. Eventually PCs died and only have laptops didn't have enough space for all the games I wanted to play. It kind of just faded into the background until I see City Skylines 1 and it gave me nostalgia. Exactly, that is exactly what I had when I saw City Skylines 1. I got City Skylines 1 on my Switch, which is the worst possible place that you could possibly get it. But because it was like SimCity, and I played SimCity 2000, SimCity 3000, SimCity 4. I was disappointed with SimCity 4, and I love those games. And yeah, it's very SimCity. I love it because of that. There are the bits of SimCity that I wish it had. Like, it's not got as much fun as in it as SimCity. I wish there was more fun in the game. But I do like it. What did I unlock? I unlocked a lobstery thing, didn't I? That lobstery thing. So we've got Express on the Go to build, and a steakhouse, and a lobster tail thing. So I'm going to put the lobster tail on this other end of our canal that we built. So we've got a little lobster tail restaurant, which looks to me like it needs a little car park. And we've unlocked another petrol station. Thank you. So we're going to grab a little alleyway, and we're going to pop a road in, and then we're going to get the tiniest little car park like that. I'm going to add a little car park for the lobster tail for people to come and park in there. Now we've unlocked this petrol station here, the large UK petrol station. So that, I think, should be on this road here. Potentially, or should it be at the roundabout? I think it's because it's commercial, it'd probably be better actually in the town. Haven't got the demand for that coming back in yet, which is upsetting. But we will persevere, and we will put in some commercial on this section. And I think that is probably where I have to end today, because it is kind of my tea time and I'm getting a little bit hungry. I have gone for 3 hours, so that is probably a good place to stop. But I'm really liking this. I started this city previously on the last time I played City Skylines 2, and I was not happy with it. So we started again. And I wanted to build with canals, and we did that, and I think it looks gorgeous. These bits that we built first over here, I think just looks really good. This Harbour View Street, I think looks really good. And then we've got these speciality buildings that we've got unlocked. So we've got the Riverside Grill, which sits on Riverside Street, which sits on the riverside. So yeah, we've got lots of ugly houses, and I want to get this all more densified, and then all the low density can go off in this area. But yeah, I'm just going to keep talking. Let us see if we can find somebody to raid into. Let's refresh that page because it seems to have mucked up. Let us find somebody to raid into. Let's go look in the City Skylines category, because nobody I follow is online. Actually, can see that Blob is online actually. So it may be fun to go say hi to Blob. Because she is playing Schedule 1, which is a simulation game. But it is all about drugs. So we're gonna go raid Blob and say hello. Please copy a raid message if you can. You would love to come along and say hello to Blob, because she is a lovely bean. But I will be back on Sunday morning for me, which is Sunday night for you lovely Australian people that may be in the chat. If you're still awake, which you should not be. But I think I will be having a long stream on Sunday. And yeah, we'll be playing City Skylines 1 on Sunday, but with crowd control. So that will be a little bit of mayhem, with people throwing sinkholes and meteors and stuff in my city. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for the raid, Annie. Everybody, you should go follow Annie Crevice, because she is lovely if you're not already following her. What if you're a non-Aussie living on Aussie time but still awake? You should come on there Friday or Sunday evening and watch me play City Skylines. But thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.